That's all I'm saying. You can change the priority of buildings manually. Hello everyone, and welcome once again to the month of Independence. Today's candidate is Surviving Mars, a game that I got for free on the Epic Games Store. That's pretty much my reasoning for wanting to try it. Because why not? If it's free, I may as well try it. I'm sure I'm not the only one with a Steam account, /Epic or whatever account, that has a lot of games on it that you've never even touched. And because of all these freebies, that's definitely true here. The basics. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to navigate Mars, how to land a rocket, manage drones, and construct buildings on Mars. Let's go to Mars, dude. In the Garden of Eden, baby! Don't worry, I'm not going to continue with that joke. I'm pretty sure you're already sick of it. However, we have to wait for the game to load now. And I cranked the settings up as high as they can go. Ultra reflections, times 16, anisotropic filtering, of course. That's probably a given, considering, hell, even Half-Life 2 had that much.
Welcome to Mars.
In this training exercise, you will learn how to gather basic resources from the Martian surface, how to construct a small base, and how to refuel the rocket in order to send it back to Earth. Let's get started. Achievements are disabled during all tutorials. That's obvious.
Hints, such as this one, will appear throughout the training process, giving useful information on how to advance in your current tasks.
Okay. Please dismiss this hint to continue.
You need to master the camera controls and familiarize yourself with the terrain around the prospective colony site.
Okay. Which site? Which site would you like me to look at? This one? This
now
right
it's
here?
time to land your first rocket.
Proceed by selecting the pinned icon representing the rocket that is currently in orbit around Mars. Land the rocket on Mars.
With the rocket selected, designate a landing site on the indicated location.
Okay. No problem. Seems pretty simple at the face of it. You just gotta let a rocket come down. Anyone ever seen the movie or read the book Martian? Very interesting, I assure you. And I think that's one reason why I've decided to try this. Aside from just it being free. Ooh, a rover. Rovers. Look surprisingly good up close. You wouldn't think so for a real-time strategy game.
We have touchdown. The rocket has landed on Mars.
It carries drones, remotely controlled robots, which constitute your construction and resources gathering workforce. Gathering basic resources for building construction is one of the first things our Martian base needs. Place some metals deposits so the drones can begin automatically bringing metals from the scattered surface deposits nearby. Gather 5 metals in a metals depot. Seriously, that looks ridiculously good considering how zoomed out it would normally be. That honestly took me by surprise. Okay, build menu. Then follow the arrows to choose the metal depot. You got it. Resource specific depot, metal depot. I guess we may as well build it close to the rocket. Use the controls in the HUD or the following shortcuts to speed the game. Okay, cool. Thanks for the tip. Nice. That seriously looks amazing. I'm glad I decided to try it. I might want to go back to this game later. Seriously. I'm digging this. As much as they're digging that metal.
Our rocket carries valuable resources that will be essential for the construction and maintenance of the colony. Initially, it's best to designate a universal depot, so the drones have a place to store them.
You mean he can say more than the first sentence? Place a universal depot near your rocket. You got it, buddy boy. Where is the... Okay, build menu, of course, and universal depot. As close to the rocket as physically possible.
Along with metals, concrete is the other vital basic construction resource.
The concrete extractor building must be placed over or within proximity of a concrete depot. From the build menu, deposit. From the build menu, select to build a concrete extractor and place it at the proposed location. My bad. Let's just go with normal speed. Build menu. And of course, concrete extractor. No cable connection. What the? Okay. No cable connection. Requires a depot too far. What the hell? No cable connection.
Well done. Now observe how the drones will carry all the resources to the site, and then construct the concrete extractor.
Did I mention this looks amazing? Because seriously, it looks pretty freaking amazing. And of course, it lacks power. It's gonna need power for that. Available resources: concrete grade high, a regolith-rich terrain that can be processed into concrete can be exploited by a concrete extractor. Indeed. It's even got a weather system. I mean, a day and night system. Although it probably has a weather system too, let's be real.
Like most buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate. Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony.
Stirling generators are excellent power sources, but they are too complex to be built on Mars during the early stages of our colonization effort. That is why we ship them from Earth partially assembled in prefabs. Prefabs do not require any resources, only drones to unpack and assemble them. We provided you with a Stirling generator prefab. Construct a Stirling generator and then connect it to the concrete extractor with a power cable. Or place a Stirling generator adjacent to the concrete extractor for a direct connection. I mean, why wouldn't you do a direct connection? It would just make more sense now, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's see, rename concrete extractor. Oh yeah, I definitely want to rename it. Where's the prefab? Maybe in the build menu? Okay, there we go. Stirling generator.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Build that biatch. Builds quickly too, because it's already
Waste
technically
rock
constructed.
is a byproduct of all extractors and is best stored at designated locations. This way you can ensure that it will not be in the way of future construction.
The amount of waste rock per resource extracted depends on the grade of the resource deposit. You can select a resource deposit to view its grade and the amount of resources remaining in it. Place a dumping site in a concrete depot to store the extracted concrete. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. Okay. Let's first start out with the concrete depot. That's probably more important. We need resources. We can worry about the waste later. Like maybe right now. Probably a dump site a little farther back. Just a little farther back. Don't want them to have to go too far.
Drones will pick pending tasks on their own within the range of the drone controllers they are assigned to.
Currently, all drones are assigned to the rocket. When the rocket is selected, the work range of all drones assigned to it will be visualized. If the rocket takes off, however, all these drones will need another controller. Build a drone hub and make sure it's supplied with power. You got it. I could always build it near enough to this that I can just connect it. No cable connection, that's fine. I can make one. Each. How do I make a cable? Oh, power cables. Probably like this. There. No problem. Now it will have power. So I think once that's constructed anyway.
Drones run on batteries that have to be recharged periodically.
Every drone hub has 2 recharge stations built in, but you might need additional ones as the colony spreads out. Constructing recharge stations specifically along areas with heavy drone activity will prove vital for maintaining an efficient workforce. Thanks. Tip. Okay. Let's see. Recharge station. Near the concrete extractor. And connected to the power grid. You got it. I can easily do that. I already figured out how. Without you even telling me to. So me. Oh, blocking objects, huh? Right, you can just do it like that. That seems logical, I think. Luckily, it does work. Okay, let's speed things up a bit. I thought it says Sol, too. Sol also. It says Sol 2 also.
Maintaining a steady supply chain between Earth and Mars is essential, especially during the early colonization stages.
Every rocket has enough fuel for a one-way trip to Mars and has to be refueled on site so it can return to Earth and be reused. Fuel is produced in a fuel refinery. To set up the production chain, we will also need water. Build a moisture vaporator, and then a fuel refinery. Okay. Seems to make sense to me, but then again, what do I know? I just started playing this game. No cable connection. Oh geez, is everything gonna be based off of one power source? Hopefully that won't be too stressful for it. Fuel refinery. No cable connection. Not yet. But trust me, it's coming. Okay, now let's hurry this along. And while we're at it, we may as well power cord this baby. No, you don't. There you go. Alright, that needs power too, it would seem. Luckily we can do that. Hopefully this isn't too much for it. Oh my goodness, probably not. Attention, will produce 10 more power if opened. Opening the build menu. Commander, did you know that you can open the build menu with right click or B? This is quicker and more efficient than using the hub button. Thank you. I appreciate the shortcut. Okay. Wait, what the? It should all be connected now.
We don't have sufficient power for all the buildings in the colony.
Yeah. Now you tell me. Luckily, we can fix that, I think. Blocking objects. Okay, then.
A system of pipes is used to deliver resources such as water and air where they are needed.
Indeed. Connect the moisture vaporator to the fuel refinery using pipes. Indeed. Luckily, there's power. Pipes. Indeed. Excellent. That ought to take care of things. Real nice lag. At least I think so. Who even knows anymore? I certainly don't. Evidently, I haven't connected it properly, have I? Connected pipe. Okay. That's weird. Pipes have to be placed in specific spots. Oh. Okay. Oops. Let's pause. Let's see where exactly it has to be connected. Probably should have did that first. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I connected this one perfectly on my own, just by pure accident. And it would have had to go around anyway, so, you know, this makes more sense.
Fuel production is now underway, and the drones will begin to deliver the fuel to the rocket.
Use the speed controls to increase the game speed so the rocket refuels faster. For the purposes of this tutorial simulation, the rocket needs far less fuel than it would normally during a normal playthrough to refuel the rocket. Got it. It shouldn't be a problem. It's funny how the environment is really low res, though. I mean, yeah, that's to be expected because it's so close to the camera, but it almost looks uncanny when you look at just how detailed these robots are, and you compare it to the ground itself. It's weird. It's almost like an N64 terrain, but with something much more modern for the models. It's just trippy looking at it. Not gonna lie, though, I'm digging this. That's a good concrete extractor. Love of the models, too. Even if that's obviously on the simple side, because it needs to be. But I like how it shows it actually grinding out things. And I think the grayed out area is actually where it has been grinding, so it even changes the look of the terrain, so that's nice. Maybe that's why it needs to be so low res right here. Select the rocket and press the launch button to send it on its way back towards Earth. You got it. E.T., go home. See you, buddy. Best of luck on your wayward journey. Let's watch it as it goes. Oh, okay. That's kind of funny.
Congratulations. You have finished the first tutorial.
Thank you. Let's see what else is in store. probably going to spend this entire Let's Play just doing tutorials because that's what
Welcome,
happens when you have
Commander.
a...
In this training exercise, you will get acquainted with one of your most valuable tools, rovers.
Rovers are vehicles with a variety of useful functions like transporting resources, commanding drones, and analyzing anomalies? Sorry, you have direct control over all rovers in the colony. It's like the RC transport moved to the designated area. I was going to say that's what happens when you're doing a sort of city management game, but it's got a twist to it.
Now let's try moving around.
Now this is sort of
The
like...
RC transport can load and carry resources around the map. Let's use it to refuel the nearby rocket.
That's handy. Use the RC transport to load fuel from the fuel depot into the base, then unload it close to the rocket so the drones can load it into the rocket. Drones can also take resources directly from the RC transport if they need it. However, unloading the resources is quicker and will free up the RC transport for other tasks. I was gonna say, this sort of direct control is now reminding me a little bit of Command & Conquer / Age of Empires, if you know what I mean. Obviously, we gotta load it up on resources, and the colony seems to be more established than the first one, which would make sense,
Now
of course.
order the RC transport to unload the fuel next to the rocket.
You got it. Already did. Thankfully, as part of that, it moved the camera for me. Made it so much simpler. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess the drones will take care of the rest for me. Makes sense. It's not going to unload it itself. What is this, some kind of magic rover? I need hands to pick it up from there. It's really nice, though. Ooh, that is some strong-ass bloom right there. Must be the angle of the sun. Nope, it's not the angle of the sun, it's just... For some reason, it is aggressively bright right now. Ugh, that's almost overwhelming. Wait for the drones to bring the fuel inside the rocket, then select the rocket and launch it. Okay, then. Orphan drones. Drones with no controller. 4. Well, that's unfortunate. Those drones have become orphans.
Some drones are left without a controller after the rocket launch.
If drones lose their controller, they will look for new controllers nearby. However, when there are no controllers nearby, you'll have to manually reassign them to a new controller. The reassign command also allows you to reassign drones to understaffed controllers with heavy drone load. Assign these drones to the nearby drone hub. Okay, you got it. Let's see. Rename drone. Reassign. Vehicle inactive? No. Oh, I see. No. Okay, commanded by. What the? Ow! Oh, unselected. Use the reassign action. Where's the reassign action? I should probably slow things down a bit. I don't see a reassign action. Or maybe it's somewhere else. Okay then. Milestones, mission profile, planetary view. Wait, what? Give command. I cannot do that, it would seem. Oh wait, maybe I gotta move it towards the hub first. That would probably make more sense. Oh, okay. Sure, why not? You there. This way. It seems you can assume direct control on all of them. It really is just like Age of Empires or Command & Conquer. And of course, I should probably take this close to base as well. No reason. I don't really have to, but, you know, it probably can't hurt. And you 3. I'm reassigning you. And you as well. Now I
The RC
understand.
transport is able to gather resources directly from surface deposits without the help of drones.
Send the RC transport to gather some metals from the deposit. Indicated by the arrow. Gather 5 metals with the RC transport. Thanks. Oh. Okay. Well, it's a good thing it didn't go too far then. That could have been dicey. Let's hurry this along. And hopefully those drones will find something to do once they get over there. Maybe. Now pick that up. Gather resources. Oh, you just hold it down, do you? Or not? I have no idea what I'm doing. It appears to be filling itself up.
Let's set up a
Okay.
small expand some distance away from the main base.
We'll need resources for the new base. The RC transport can be ordered to transfer a large amount of resources and multiple goes via the create transport route command. Set a transport route between the universal storage and the base at the marked location above the main base. Okay. Create transport route. Okay. No problem. Load all resources. Okay. And now I gotta place it somewhere else that it specifies
Nice
right
work.
there. Now observe how the RC transport makes its first course along the transport route. If things take too long, remember to speed up time. Yes. Made in heaven. That is how things go. Nice treads. Oh, okay. This is fine. This is perfect. Okay, is that good enough for you?
Commander, one other thing.
The RC Commander is a mobile drone controller that carries its own drones. With its help, you can gather resources from surface deposits, construct and maintain buildings when moving far distances. The RC Commander will first recall its drones before moving off to its destination. Move the RC Commander to the side of the expand. Oh, okay. Oh, right. You gotta right-click. Of course. I was about to say. How do you move directly to the location of whatever you're selecting? I imagine that would come in handy. I was thinking period or something, but no, that's not it.
We need to
Space.
construct a new sensor tower to scan the nearby environment.
Okay. Use the resources that the RC transport delivered to build and power a new sensor tower that will help us scan the nearby locations for new resources and anomalies. Construct a sensor tower and Stirling generator to power it. You got it, mate. Sensory tower. Probably in the specified location. Because you want me to. Stirling generator. Building's not working. Apparently one of them
Good
is
job.
not working. Construction may take some time until the RC transport delivers all the needed resources. Needed. Indeedy. One building is not working properly. Kind of weird. The smoke. I hope that's intended.
It's time to learn about scanning sectors and exploration.
You can scan new sectors to discover more resource deposits and anomalies. This is done for the map overview. Go to the map overview. Okay.
You can
Right.
scan sectors of the map to discover new resources and anomalies.
There are two main ways to scan. One is to queue sectors for scanning. These sectors will be scanned one by one gradually over time. Sensor towers speed up the scanning process of sectors near them. The other way is to use probes, which you can buy using funding and bring on resupply rockets from Earth. Use a probe to explore a sector. Sure. Why not? Orbital probe. Now where should I pick up this bad boy?
You
Probably
can
right
also
here.
queue sectors for scanning.
Okay. Add it to the scanning queue. Well, I just did that. Remember, you can always speed up time. Indeed. However, I've sped up time as much as I possibly can. Probing Mars. Honestly, it's...
Well done. Now it's time to use our fully operational RC Explorer to analyze the anomaly.
Select the RC Explorer and use the Move Interact action in order to analyze the anomaly. This will take a while, so consider increasing the game speed to fastest.
Anomaly found.
Luckily, you can use space to pause and unpause the game, which is
Good
handy.
job.
That way, things don't happen too quickly, and you can just queue up commands and then just unpause it. That seems a lot more efficient. Because you just... The world And then anything you need to do, you do it, and then you just resume time. That way there's no time lost. In games like these, you can't afford to waste time. Not typically speaking, I mean. Well, let's see what you've got to say for us. Analyzing anomaly. Yeah, I would expect that.
Has yielded interesting insights into new technologies.
Researching new technologies unlocks new options for the colony, such as new buildings, domes, and upgrades. Anomalies often provide bonuses to research, such as unlocking new technologies for research, or providing research points. Open the research screen. Let's pause.
This is the research screen. From here, you can choose and queue techs for research.
So upgrades. Techs are divided into 5 basic fields and a field for special breakthrough techs. When you research a tech from a given basic field, you unlock a new tech in that field. Breakthrough techs are special unique techs that are unlocked via anomalies. Queue at least one technology for research. Robotics. Okay, drones and rovers move 20% faster. An engine design optimized for low-gravity environments.
Commander.
Queue it.
One other thing.
Each tech has a cost in research points, which are generated in various ways. Your sponsor provides some research points to start with. Once colonists arrive, you'll be able to construct research labs which generate research points faster. You can view a breakdown of the research points generated per soul on the right side of the research screen. Close the research screen to complete this tutorial.
Nice work. Now you know how to handle rovers.
Thank you. In this tutorial, you learned how to command and use different rover vehicles at your disposal, as well as how to scan sectors and how to research new technologies. I'm digging it. I am definitely digging it. I love it.
Welcome, Commander. It looks like this forward base has gone through a major dust storm.
Now it is your job to fix it up and prepare for the final colonists. In this tutorial, you will learn how to handle power, life support grids, and building maintenance, as well as how to construct your first drone. No problem. Okay, what do I do first?
First, let's remove some unnecessary structures.
Okay. We will salvage some construction materials from it. Okay, salvage it. No problem. Delete. Character successfully deleted.
Now, let's get that drone hub operational.
We need to supply the drone hub with power. The resources from the salvaged concrete extractor should be enough to construct a solar panel. It would be best to use the existing power cables to connect the 2 buildings and avoid wasting more metals on cables. Power the drone hub with the help of a solar panel. Thank you for the assistance. I really appreciate it. Yes, a solar panel. Closes during dust storms. Protect from dust while turned off. Yeah, I would imagine so. That's the unfortunate thing about solar power. The resources that it takes to build and maintain, because, believe it or not, the metals do break down over time, and of course it needs to be cleaned and constructed in the first place, actually makes it a fairly dirty power source, despite what some people would like to think. Solar is not exactly a clean...
power, but it's not enough. We should prioritize the drone hub.
Yes. Anyway, it's not exactly a dirt-free method. In fact, when you compute the amount of power versus the amount of waste, nuclear seems to have a huge advantage. That's all I'm saying. You can change the priority of buildings manually. Buildings on higher priority get power, maintenance, and workers first. Set the drone hub to high priority. I would imagine that would be the highest priority. Kind of like life support if they weren't drones.
We can use the machine parts left from the concrete extractor to build a wind turbine.
Wind turbines are a good alternative to solar panels as they operate day and night. They can also get bonus power production if built on high ground. However, wind turbines have high upkeep costs and require maintenance more often than solar panels. Construct a wind turbine and connect it to the existing power network. No problem. What other power sources can I do? Power accumulator, power cables. Okay, Stirling generator, obviously that. Large solar panel. Okay, that's fair enough. What is a Stirling generator anyway? What does it do? How does it generate power? Not yet available. Okay, it's just a small one, I would imagine. In other words, not as vital. At least the drones
Even
now.
with the wind turbine, there won't be enough electricity to power the base, especially during the night.
Solar panels provide power only during the day, duh, and we don't have accumulators to compensate at night. You can set some of the base buildings to automatically turn off at night using the building shifts. There are 3 shifts: first shift, second shift, and night shift. Buildings will require power, resources, and workers only during their active shifts. Disable the night shifts of the moisture vaporator and fuel refinery. Cool. Turn it off. And turn it
Managed
off.
to get things operational, but this won't last, as buildings require maintenance, and we are out of resources.
Buildings require maintenance with resources roughly every 6 to 7 souls. Buildings that don't get maintenance break and won't function until repaired. To showcase this, we have simulated a breakdown of the solar panel. Drones will automatically repair this breakdown provided that there are metals in range of the controller. Examine the broken down solar panel. Unfortunately, I'm all out of time here, so as I try to maintain this... Okay. A drone is on its way to repair the building. Fair enough.
We need more metals to secure this base.
Indeed.
Use the RC transport to collect some metals and transport them back.
I'm gonna have to say that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like base troubles. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day on Mars, dude. See you later.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.